Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of the Transgender Plan, your go-to podcast for transgender history. I am your host, Mari. And unfortunately, everybody, I got bad news. The bad news is this is the final episode of season 2. Now, I don't want you all to get sad too much because we will be having season 3. So I did end up saying, hey, the more commitment, the better. So I want to be able to provide you all with a brand new episode of the Transgender Plan, and I want to give you all another season. So season 3 will be dropping very, very soon. We are already, myself, are already planning the episodes, got them already done. So it's just a matter of just recording them and getting them staged out. So as normal, we have our bi-weekly podcast episodes that drop. So just stay tuned for the bi-weekly stance, and I'll let you all know what's that's like on my Instagram. You can either look at the Transgender Plan Instagram, which is at Transgender Plan, or you can look at my social media at mariiiwrld. That is MAR3ISWRLD. Just to kind of keep you all updated on that. So to get started, for those who are new, welcome. I hope you all like this episode. To keep you listening in, you can stream previous episodes on Spotify or any other streaming platforms that you're currently using now. If you're returning, I'm grateful to have you back. So let's get into today's content. Today we're going to be talking about an individual by the name of Gene Pearson. So today we'll be diving into the life and legacy of intellectual figure Gene Pearson and their significant impact on the transgender community. Gene Pearson was born into a world that didn't understand or accept them. From a young age, Pearson realized that they were different from those around them, and it was a world that was largely unprepared to comprehend and acknowledge their identity. But Pearson wasn't one to be silenced or sidelined. They fought tirelessly for transgender rights, using their platform, and their unyielding spirit to shed light on the struggles and triumphs of the transgender community. I already messed up the first paragraph. Trying to get my words together. But Pearson's journey began in their hometown, a place where they faced relentless discrimination and prejudice because of their identity. And these hardships were enough to break anyone's spirit, but not Pearson's. Pearson never backed down and instead chose to use these experiences as driving forces for the advocacy work. And each act of prejudice fueled the determination to fight for a more accepting and understanding society. In their early 20s, Pearson emerged as a prominent advocate for transgender rights. They worked tirelessly to promote understanding, acceptance, and equality for all, irrespective of their gender identity. Pearson's speeches, interviews, and writings became a beacon of hope for many in the transgender community who felt alienated and misunderstood. And their words echoed the feelings of many, providing comfort and solidarity in a world that seemed against them. One of the many ways Pearson has made an impact is through their educational programs. So Pearson firmly believes that ignorance is often the root of prejudice and discrimination, which we all can say. Understanding this, they work to provide resources, workshops, and programs aimed at educating people about gender identity and the transgender community, something that I do. And these initiatives have made a significant impact, driving changes in societal attitudes and promoting acceptance. They understood that change begins with education, and they dedicated their life to use this cause, reaching out to schools, workplaces, and communities, spreading awareness and understanding. Pearson's resilience and dedication have served as an inspiration for many, and their work has paved the way for increased transgender representation and acceptance in society. While there is still much work to be done, Pearson's contributions have undeniably made a huge difference, and their life is a testament to the power of resilience and the impact one person can have. Now, as we continue on, I want to wrap up with key takeaways, which is what I always like to do now in my podcast moving forward. One of the first key takeaways is that understanding and accepting one's identity is a crucial part of personal development and societal acceptance. So Gene Pearson's life journey is a testament to this, right? Being different or not fitting into traditionally accepted categories doesn't make one less valuable or important. And Pierce's journey is a powerful example of the strength that can come from accepting and embracing one's identity. Another one is that ignorance is not a significant driver of prejudice and discrimination. Pearson's work emphasizes the importance of education and migrating this ignorance and promoting acceptance and equality. By fostering understanding about diverse identities and we can challenge existing stereotypes and biases and promote, obviously, a more inclusive society. Adversity can serve as a powerful catalyst for change. I'm going to say it one more time. Adversity can serve as a powerful catalyst for change. Pearson turned their personal experiences with discrimination into motivation for advocacy. And they channeled the pain and exclusion that they faced into a force for good, driving societal change. And with that, this discriminates that even negative experiences can be transformed into positive action. I know a few friends of mine who currently took their negative experiences and transformed them into positive action. And for that, I am grateful to hear their stories, not in a way where it seems wrong or inconsiderate. It's actually more in a way of where it's like, I know that with these hard times that you've had, you came about them, right? You didn't let that stop you from being you. You didn't let that stop you from creating more change for other people to be seen as well. Because personally, for me, my personal experience, I never had any issues with my gender identity or anything like that. I never had any negative experiences with it. I definitely consider myself to be a privileged black trans man, my apologies, to where I didn't have, my parents are by my side, my family's by my side. My friends supported me. My transition was smooth. It was easy for me to be able to get health care, medical care, etc. because of my job that I work. They pay for all of it as well. And I live good for my age, but also, like I said, to be my own gender identity and sexuality as well. And I always love that. Like I said, my friends tell me about how they overcame those negative times to be who they are today. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't really be doing what I'm doing either. But also, too, like I said, it didn't stop them from being great as well. Another thing I want to talk about is how every individual, irrespective of their identity or their background, has the power to make a significant impact. So Pearson's influential work in the transgender community serves as a reminder of this, right? No matter who we are, we all have the potential to affect change and make a difference in our community and society at large. Another thing that I also want to know is that the fight for equal rights and acceptance is a continuous journey, not a destination. While great strides have been made, as evidenced by Pearson's contributions, there is still much work to be done. And every step forward, no matter how small it may seem, brings society closer to inclusivity and understanding. And we must continue to strive for progress and also celebrate each victory along the way. Now, I know we do this. We celebrate our small wins within the transgender community and the LGBTQ plus community too. And I think that although we still have a lot of fight left to do, we should be proud of what we've been able to accomplish over the last couple of years, in the last decade. As you listen to my podcast, and this is your first time, you might not be familiar with this, but I always start very, very far back in history to where trans people or, gender diverse, non-binary people existed, because a lot of people feel as though it's present time now. Like it's a new thing. It's a fad. It's not. And I like to talk about how what they experienced was a lot more harmful. Still is today. But as if you've ever taken like a feminist theories course and stuff like that, you understand a little bit more. But it's not easy. It was never easy from the very beginning. It was actually a lot worse back in the day. And we take, like I said, we had a lot of progress to today. So I like to talk about how we should continue to strive for progress, and we should also continue to still celebrate our wins, no matter how big or how small. So with that, those are my key takeaways from today's lesson. And in celebrating Gene Pearson, we are not just celebrating an individual, but a movement towards a more inclusive and accepting society. Pearson's work serves as a reminder of the power of a single voice and the change it can bring about. Their legacy continues to inspire and empower, promoting a more inclusive and understanding society. So with that, I thank you all for joining us today as we highlight the remarkable life and contributions of Gene Pearson. Please stay tuned for a new episode, which will be coming soon, obviously, with season 3 coming about. Because like I said, this is our very last episode for season 2. Season 3, like I said, is in the works. The episodes have been, all of my details have been written down. So they're ready. I just have to record them. So with that, we will continue to explore, like I said, the transgender history from today's times all the way back in the day and the change that they have brought about. I want you all to go ahead and follow our Instagram to stay up to date with that and let you know when season 3 will be released. You can look at that at the Transgender Plan on Instagram. And also, I believe Twitter. I think we got a Twitter. I'm going to have to check that. If you would like to follow the host, me, you can follow me at mariiiwrld. That's MAR3ISWRLD. If you do decide to donate today's podcast, like I said, all of our donations go to a Black trans-owned nonprofit organization. Just a heads up for that as well. So please donate. And then lastly, to our listener support, if you want to kind of get a little bit more of a sneak peek before new episodes come out, etc., definitely sign up for that. I believe that you can choose whatever amount you want. So just choose whatever fits best for you. And I always like to say, please tell a friend. I love doing these. And I love to teach people about transgender history. So I would love if you all would go ahead and let a friend know about this podcast. It's very beneficial to, like I said, creating that inclusive and more accepting society moving forward, whether it's a parent, a friend that just came out, or you just want somebody who just wants to listen in. I love doing this, and I love being able to provide you all with information that may not be accessible to you, or you just didn't know I was existing. So please tell a friend. Please subscribe to the podcast as well, of course. And until next time, that's the conclusion of season 2. And I cannot wait to have you all back for season 3. With that, happy holidays, happy new year. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.